about to go live here in just a moment. All right, going live. All right, how's everybody doing here? Let's see. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is just cover that I currently am not holding any shares. I'm actually going to start, instead of swing trading, I'm going to start basically scalping the market or intraday trading the market. And I did so today. No big trades, but let's see how I did. Let's go to, let's see. All right, so here we go. So basically today ended up right here. This is the day. Today or tomorrow we are already in the green, but as you can see, we're still sitting stagnant in this zone here awaiting news. So one item I did want to cover is, as you can see back here before the rally, we were having some extreme drops, and this was simply due to the Chinese trade deal news. Sorry about my cameras there. So this was literally the Chinese trade deal with Donald Trump was not going well, and then it would rally, and then it would not go well and rally, and basically kept going through that same news over and over until they got through the first phase of the trade deal. And then, of course, with the December, Christmas, and all that, the rally began. Typical for an end-of-the-year event. And since then, I've just been logging the news. We got a negative trade deal bringing us down to the support that I got here. We got the Iran attack once again. I go over this every night. That caused us to drop, the coronavirus. And then we had the Amazon earnings report to kick the market back up, and then we had the coronavirus and the Trump impeachment bringing us back down. We began to rally again, and before the long weekend, or the Saturday, Sunday, and then the market being closed Monday due to the holiday, I actually sold all of my swings that I was currently in, took a small profit. I'm currently at $40,105.65. So I made around $85 today. The $85 that I made today, let's see if we can actually go in here. My account, profit loss. So if we look in here, here's all the trades that I made. But overall I made, here you go, $85.29. I made $48.95 off of Tesla, $19.92, and then these aren't even worth talking about. $8, $3, $4 on Apple, DLTR, or Dollar Tree, Roku, SPCE, which is Virgin Galactic, or it's like, I think it's only been around a year, a little longer than a year. And then we got Tesla. Caught them all in the morning, and they just did a quick little scalp sell, and that was it. It was literally like 10 minutes. 10 minutes worth of trading, almost $100 and done. And tomorrow, I think I'm not really going to be doing any trading. I'm just going to overall watch the market and really be just kind of trying to make sense out of what's going to happen here. Now, if the heat map overall on the S&P 500 just starts showing green. There's no bearish news, and some of the watch lists that I got start to rally. Of course, I could change my mind and get into some swing trades. It all depends. Let's do some quick little charting here. Let's just go into the flex grid. Let me move these screens out of the way here. So Nike dropped today. AutoZone just formed a little doji here. We can zoom in on that. Let's zoom in on AutoZone. So as you can see, there was a little gap up, but then it just dojied, just kind of stayed pretty stagnant. Tesla, let's look at. So Tesla gapped up, but then, I mean, overall, we didn't really get much candle size movement. Let's go back to the flex grid. Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree looks like it might start showing us some movement here. Let's see, Dollar Tree. So see this line I got? Let me zoom out. And it looks like we're finally starting to break away from the support. Let's go to a 5-year chart. So this is a 5-year. We're going to zoom out even more to a 10-year. So these are my lines here. So we got this line from this low and this low, and then we got just following this low to this back here. Now you could, of course, move it if you really wanted to. It's not going to make much of a difference if I moved it here, if I moved it here. What I'm tracking is this guy right here. So looks like this one for the most part followed it. Looks like these zones right here. Okay. So I got these two zones. I keep this one down here just a little bit fatter. You just right click it, go into edit, and you can change them around here. And we're going to go back into a year daily candle chart. So this is a good one to watch tomorrow, the Dollar Tree. Let's go back into flex grid. So RH, we already broke out. That started to rally. That was called a while back. We should have some good profits here. Anyone that jumped in back when I called it, you could just have a nice stop loss down here and just continue to rally if it continues to run. There's a 5-year chart for you, so that's what we got. Let's go back into a year chart. And let's see, Dollar Tree, RH we covered. Alibaba, it's got a nice wedge depending on the overall news on this virus. I believe if we break this zone here, we can get another rally out of Alibaba. JD looks like it already broke its zone here. If it retests back on, be another time to buy in. Otherwise, I'd just wait for a whole new setup. Let's see, Nike, not really worth mentioning right now unless you want to start using this zone right here for a line. LW, it looks like it's right in this line here, never really broke past, not really worth covering. Now Intel looks like it's retesting, so that might be something to cover. Okay, so here's Intel. Didn't really ever break past, but it's retesting on it tonight. We'll see what this does tomorrow. Let's zoom out to a 5-year. 5-year. Let's zoom out even more to a 20-year. There's a 20. Look at that. Let's go to a 10-year. Zoom in more to a 5-year. Okay. So that's what we got. And then 1 year. What else do we got here? So Square's worth the watch tomorrow. Let me go ahead and here's a 5-year. You got this nice top here we're testing on. Nice resistance here if we can break past that. I'll zoom into a year. As you can see, this nice gap down. We broke through it all. Didn't really gap through it. Well, we had this nice little climb day. But overall, I'd say let's zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. See this and this and this. It looks like it might be getting ready for a run. And now let's zoom into a 5 minute. Let's zoom into a 1 minute. Yeah, this is definitely worth a watch tomorrow. Should be able to get into a, if this runs tomorrow, I should be able to get a nice scalp or intraday trade out of it. So I'll be definitely jumping in a square tomorrow, depending on what it does. Let's just look through here through the watch list. So Tesla. Looks like Tesla did exactly what I thought it was going to do if I would have stayed in it, but I got a little bit out of it today. So yeah, overall tomorrow looks pretty good. Let's just jump on back to MAR or MAR 598. Appreciate the compliment, man. So this is what you want to overall watch, obviously, is the S&P 500 or the ES futures. It's best to watch the futures because you can watch it at night and see what the market's doing. The screen I got above, let me go ahead and click my little deal here. See the screen I got up here? I'll show you. I'm always watching this on it. I always keep it on this. And then I always keep either Asia on that night, Europe at about 2 in the morning, into the morning, switch it to US before the open, and then TD Ameritrade Network I use if I'm just trying to freshen up, or you know, kind of really you're going to get more information about how to use your tools. But let's see.
From the decline in Chinese growth in the first quarter hits the U.S. And second, a second quarter drag from the fall off in supply because U.S. manufacturers can't get what they need to make the stuff they want to make.
Just want to hear about this Corona news here.
Sales in the second quarter. HFE writes, the longer the outbreak lasts, the longer the recovery time.
Yeah, I'll take a look at Uber here in just a sec.
Morgan, however, is more upbeat. They say the size of the near-term growth.
All right, so let me throw that back up top here. Let's take a look at Uber. All right, let's go into 3 year. How long is it? It hasn't even been out, but what? Okay. So here's a year. Huh. It's nothing really worth me watching, honestly. I typically trade off the year. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a zoom in. Let's take a look at the hour chart. I'm looking. Give me a second here. I mean, this little spot right here, but that's throwing a support way down here. I mean, you could use this zone right here. And I guess if you really wanted to, if you were reaching, you could go ahead and try and use this 3 rising valley. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, kind of a 2, kind of a 3, right? I don't know, man. Not for me, honestly. Let's just go ahead and load up some SMA. Remove that study. Let me take a look at something else here. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing here for me right now. Yeah, I mean, we broke this zone for sure and rallied on through that. Yeah, I mean, it's just that overall trend that I already spotted in my line here. You got the long, you got the medium, and you got the short trend. It's all just fitting into that zone there. ATVI. Uh, let's take ATVI. Let's take a look. Activision. Blizzard. Yeah, this was a hot one. I made some money off of this guy, that's for sure. So it's just, I'll always zoom out to about 5 year. So this was, them making some dumb decisions with China as they're entering into the Chinese market. But, I mean, overall they did good. This scallop was just nice right here. I would have probably jumped in the scallop and made that profit there. I don't remember. But there's your scallop, ascendant scallop. So let's go ahead and zoom in. So there's your 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're ready off of that. Nothing for me right now, brother. But it's definitely, Activision's definitely one I always go back to. I like it. Let's see, Twitter jumped 3%. What do we got here? I watched some stuff actually while I was driving on that. I was driving my car down the road, and CNBC was talking about this move today. Never traded them. Let's take a look at them. LDOS. Nothing worth watching. Yeah, no problem, Mar. If you want, just send me some PMs too before I jump on and stream, and I can take a look at stuff longer, look into the news of the company and all kinds of stuff too, and really dive deep into things. But overall, what I want to talk about today, just for the regular viewers that either watch my stream or watch my recording later, is, as you can see, the last few days, tonight and last night and over the weekend, my portfolio I keep empty. I get out of my trades. I'm intraday trading or scalping the market currently until we get some more coronavirus news. Now, I believe China has been hiding information from us. Okay, let me click this here. I believe China has been hiding information from us. They don't want us to know the severity of this virus. I believe when we find out the severity of it, and if they got it under control, we'll be okay. But if we have any reason to believe that this could turn into a pandemic, I believe we're going to see a drop much like this one here, or this, or this. Okay? Now, these drops were simply due to trade war issues, okay? This was a negative trade deal issue during our rally, okay? This 2-day drop. You see these big drops? There's a 2-day drop for you. So this was the coronavirus when it really first hit. This was some more bearish news on the coronavirus and the Donald Trump impeachment. This was the last time we got some news on the death tolls rising. Honestly, I'm not going to get back into swing trading mode until I'm able to do a short on the futures, and we're able to we'll either retest this zone in the near future. I'm talking within this week. I really feel that this is going to happen, and if the news is worse than expected, we may drop below and retest this zone right here. And that would give us about a regular pullback in comparison to last year. And honestly, it would be healthy for the market right now too. I hate to be that way, but we need a nice little pullback for the newbies to get in. So that's the main thing. Keep an eye on the ES, and then other than that, I'm not really going to be carrying a portfolio, and that's it. I want to stay above that 40,000 range on this account here, and that's that. So everybody have a good night, and we'll talk again tomorrow.